Okay, so the other day I explained I was going to do this side right here, run my wood all that way. I got this whole half of the house done right here. Now I am going to turn my laminate around and run the rest of this house that way. I don't know how many people has ever seen someone turn laminate around, but you can see my tongue right here where it is laying that direction, and all of this right here, we ran it that direction. The tongue was out there. This right here is where I turned it around. You can't see nothing. I'm outside of dust and the crack there, but these got some black beveled edges. See the beveled edge? See the beveled edge? Anyway, so I'm gonna show you right now how I accomplished that, okay? Luke, you wanna hold my camera for me? So, hold my camera for me. Don't push these buttons right here because you'll shut it off, okay? Make sure you see what I'm doing. So what I've done right here, let me see that board you got. So come in close. So you can see this edge right here. This is the back edge that locks into the front right here, okay? So we are actually going back to back. Notice there's a tongue right there and a tongue right there. We have to do that in order to turn this around. So what I've done to this piece of wood right here, I took and shaved that tongue off right there. The back of the tongue off right there. There's absolutely flat. Look right here. See there? See, so can you see that, Luke? Mm-hmm. So there's no gap whatsoever. However, I did leave my black beveled edge on there. And I done the exact same thing right here where I want to be turning it around. Come in really close so you can see that there's no lip. So if you'll notice, right here on this part, there is no lip like that right there, okay? I shaved this off flat, and the piece that I'm turning around, I shaved off flat as well, so that they will butt right up together and you'll never even know it. So what I got going on underneath there is some cool glide tape. I'm gonna take some Type Bond 2, look right here. Type Bond 2, just gonna put me, look right here. So we got about a 1/4 inch right here. Can you see that, Luke? We got about a 1/4 inch that's going to be butting up to a 1/4 inch. Look here, look right here, look. We got a 1/4 inch here that's going to be butting up to a 1/4 inch here on our new board, okay? So I'm going to take and just put me a bead of glue on there. Yeah, some's going to squeeze out, but that's okay. We can wipe it up with a wet rag once we get done here, and that'll be fine. This is just going to, Type Bond 2 is a really good glue, and usually whenever you use Type Bond 2, it will actually be stronger than the original mechanism. So I don't know how many people is going to be down with this, how many people is going to say, what a hack, you are a nut, or whatever. But either way, this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm preventing from working half of this house in reverse, okay? Which is going to be a whole lot easier. So now that I got me a good bead on there, like I said, it is going to squeeze out. You can see how much glue I got on there. It's going to squeeze out. I got me a wet rag right here handy so that I can wipe the excess off. Okay, now I've got my Cool Glide tape right underneath it here. This is for my Cool Glide iron. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take and put this underneath here and mash it together all nicely, and you'll see it'll fit together perfectly. I'm gonna let you see the whole process right here. We're putting the whole thing together and everything right there, and cleaning the glue out and everything. Okay, so look at there already. Let me wipe that glue out already. And already you can't even tell that that board is reversed. Get real close right here. Look at here. So you see here already, right? Let's see here. So right there's the seam. And you can't even tell already. You can see a little bit of glue in there still yet, but I ain't got it put together or cleaned up. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use my Cool Glide right here, and I'll show you. Go ahead, put this bad boy on T just for the moment, and I do have it on a medium setting. I might ought to put it on high there. I think I probably will. Put that on a high setting. That way it gets a really good melt on that. And as soon as it, need to hit the power button. As soon as it melts, I'm gonna lay a flat board on it. Right there. Now, I'm gonna lay a flat board right there. And let me do one more here, and then I'll start doing that. Take it off of the T, push the power button and let it melt. And once that gets melted, I'll make sure it's together good. Get me a flat board on it. And I'm gonna have Jerry stand on it right here. That way it holds both edges of this nice and flat, okay? Go ahead, put all your weight on it. So now that that's good, what that does, him having that flat board underneath of his foot is causing this piece and this piece to be level since there is no tongue locking mechanism on that, okay? And I'm just gonna work my way right on down the seam, just like as if I was doing a carpet seam, okay? Okay, let's scoot this board up. Go ahead and step about right there. Okay, and he is definitely standing straight up and down. He's not shifting or anything like that so that it's not pulling a gap in the seam. Okay, let's see here. One more time, we'll probably get it. Come on up right here. Okay, we can fit the whole thing in there. Now get both feet on that. This, again, this holds the two boards nice and flat since there is no locking mechanism on this. Now we are strictly buttoning two factory edges together right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the T section just to get the end of it really good. And then I'll have him slide on up after I get that done. And this is gonna be awesome. Like I said a while ago, I will show you over there again. Okay, that's done. Let me knock this together. Okay, stand on that real good, especially right there, Jerry. Now that's holding it nice and flat. So in order to get the glue out of the crack, I got my razor knife right here. I'm gonna take my razor knife and wrap it in a rag. That way I can get in that beveled edge real good and get that glue out of there that squeezed up. See that? Now that is nice and pretty. So I'm just wrapping my razor knife up in the rag and wrapping it up real pretty. Wrapping it up and getting the glue out. Now I'm gonna let him stand on that for just a second. Let me see this again. Okay, oops, sorry, I got my fingers in the way. Okay, so now look at there. There's my tongue ready to take off. Okay, Jerry, go ahead and step up. That should be good enough for a minute now. Okay. Will you finish holding this for me? And I want to finish cleaning it out. Be real careful not to push no buttons. Okay, so I'm just going to finish cleaning this glue out right here. And you might say, how is that going to hold? Is that going to hold up real good? Well, if you're curious about how that's going to hold up, by all means, go and look at some of the videos I've got on the Cool Glide seam iron, okay? I have done LVP, hardwood, all kinds of stuff with the Cool Glide iron. This tape holds remarkably well. That iron works absolutely awesome for all kinds of stuff. Okay, now let's take a look at it and see what it is. I'm gonna keep this really short as I possibly can. See that? It's all clean now because I had a wet rag on it right there. Now we are able to turn around and start running our kitchen in the opposite direction rather than running this half of the house backwards. So again, let's come over here and take a look at where we already did it. See, we've done it here already. Let's see, right here. This is the seam right here that we already did. Look at that. It is absolutely beautiful, okay? So, Cool Glide is more than just a carpet iron. It is everything you want to do with that iron, okay? Highly recommend them. Thanks for watching. I hope this will help you out in the future, working with some laminate, hardwood, vinyl, plank, carpet, whatever you need to work with. Get that big bad Cool Glide because it's going to help you out. Until next time, FBSB's out.